What's going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Misfit Effect. And of course, I'm joined with my wonderful, beautiful, spectacular, always elegant co-host, the lovely Miss Sarah Lace.
Thank you, and welcome back, everyone, for another episode of the Misfit Effect. Today's special guest is actually a fellow Latina, a fellow Honduran, actually, Miss Perky Titties, Maya Farrell.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. That was really sweet of you to say. Keep up.
So, Miss Maya, for those out there in the world that don't know who you are, who are you? How would you
Okay, yeah.
describe?
So I'm Maya Farrell. I've been in the industry since 2019. So last month was my 6 year anniversary. Um, I'm 26. I'm Honduran and Black. I'm originally from Tampa, Florida, and now I live here in Los Angeles, which has been super great, super amazing to me. Um, I go to college, so I just got into a university. So I study earth science on top of being a really hot, sexy slut. And I have a really cute dog, and his name is Brady.
Question really quick. What are your plans to do with earth science? Because I know, like, I've been following your school thingy on your Instagram, and I've seen your homework, and it's hard. Um,
It's hard.
no,
Absolutely.
because we're both me and her both in college, and I've seen her homework, and it looks really confusing. So, what are you planning to do with that?
So a lot of the homework that I was posting that semester was my calculus 2 and analytical geometry. And that was a really cool class because you get to learn about like basically like real world solution like problems.
Mhm.
But your main question was like, oh, what do I want to do with earth science? I'm really into like humanitarian like solution like pollution solutions. Right now I'm trying to get into research and like get my literary going on for like pollution in like sand. Have you ever
Okay,
been to the beach and noticed all like the little plastics and the dirt and like the trash in the
yeah,
sand?
Mhm.
Well, like it would be a pain to pick it up by hand, right? Every little day, all those little micro pieces and little small broken off pieces. And like we should have like sand vacuums and like there should be like cleaning like machinery for like the environment because we're messing up the environment. So I want to work on like those type of projects because
Okay.
that's what I want to do.
Kind
it
of like
is.
a sifter, like a specialized sifter.
Yeah, well, more think about like a vacuum for
Mhm.
the sand, but it like doesn't eat the sand; it only eats the pollution. So very difficult topic, right? Because like when you're thinking about little pieces of plastic, think about you're when you go to the beach, what do you have? Oh, you want to build a sandcastle, so you have these plastic buckets and these plastic things, and people leave them behind, or sometimes they break from like they can't withstand the weight of the water and the sand. They break off these little pieces of plastic. That little piece of plastic can get wrapped around in sand, it can get wrapped around in seaweed, it could be surrounded by a bunch of shells. So if you were a little vacuum, you're going to suck up that piece of plastic, the sand, the seaweed, the shells, and then you're destroying the environment. So like how do you do this without ruining the natural environment? And that's where all of like my background would be earth science. So that's where all like the geobiochemistry would like go into hand. So
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
that sounds. It's just like it's just crazy how much waste and a lot of people just don't care about the
Mhm.
environment in general that people do all the time
And
because
it's not really our fault a lot of the times. A lot of times it's in America, we love consumerism. I think the whole world loves to buy stuff. And if
Mhm.
we just like, you know, create a better environment where we're like, hey, maybe not like buy a bunch of stuff or leave your stuff behind. Like if people cared about like what they picked up and if companies cared about what their products are made of, knowing that their stuff is going to get left behind, that would be really beneficial. So
well, I do.
it's a duo action.
I will say this. I've been to beaches that are not in the US. You keep checking her pennies. That are in the USA, and their beaches and stuff is a lot cleaner. And I do feel that in America, we a lot of us just do not care, about anything. And it's wild because like we always talk about, oh, let's do a cleanup, and then 2 weeks later, those
Mhm.
same people are the main ones throwing trash and crap around the beaches or in the ocean or in the water, and then the people make a big deal about even taking the 5 seconds it takes to break apart those they'll bring a six pack to the beach, whatever, and they don't take the time out to, discard the wrap thingy.
Mhm.
They don't give a damn, and it's crazy how much they don't give a damn. And yeah, it's worse. It's worrisome, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not just that. There's also like urban runoff. So if you've been to the beaches in Los Angeles, let's say the beach of Santa Monica, right next to the beach is like the city and the cliffs and the hills. Right, the city's above on the hills. It rains here in the winter, and if people are polluting in the city, all that pollution is going to run down with the water back down to the ocean, and that's how you
Mhm.
get trash in the sand and in the ocean. It's not just people using the beach; it's also just people. It's called in science we call it urban runoff. Um, a lot of the times, it's actually dog poop. Like that's what makes the water gross. Is actually the dog poop coming in with the water. I've
Yeah.
learned a lot this year when it comes to like how humans interact with the environment, and it's really interesting. And it's not just pollution on the beach isn't just an American problem. When I went to Mexico, actually Mexico's suing Coca-Cola because there's so many Coca-Cola trash all over the beach and all that stuff, and they had to go through that lawsuit. I don't know if they won, but Mexico's been doing a lot of work on like trying to clean up their environment by suing companies and losing these lawsuits. So,
Well, when I said like other countries, I went to a few while I was in Africa, and when I was in France, like
mm.
their beach, and they were a lot cleaner than when I've seen beaches in Los Angeles and in Florida. And it was just from that comparison. That's what I
No,
meant.
yeah, I get that. I've been to Kenya, and those beaches are very beautiful, clean water beaches. So I do know that like every place has its own different thing. But I'm very much interested in like creating devices and selling them to like governments because it should be the government's job to clean up the city. So, 100%.
I agree
That's
completely.
not.
I believe
Yes,
that it could be
absolutely
very
should.
useful, and like one, it would create jobs for some people, a person to go through and sift through it, whatever. But I just know, as you said before, it'll be very difficult because when you're going through and you're siphoning this stuff off, you can pick up, seaweeds, or you can pick up shells, and you don't always know if something is still in the shell. And then when you're doing the same thing, whatever, you might roll over life that's like in there. And
Yeah.
so
And you bring
life.
up a very valid point. So, like, when I think about these devices, I think about them being human assisted. I definitely think you need a human to have around to make sure, because, like, what if seaweed gets caught into it? Now you have somebody to pull it out. You have somebody to check whether, like, okay, it's just trash in this. We can, like, compact this. There's no shells, or just making sure they're not like the devices aren't getting like pushed over and tumbled by civilians. Because you ever go around LA and like see the homeless people drive like ride on the food carts, like the
Mhm.
food robots? Yeah. So like to avoid that, you would need a human around anyways. So I
I've,
definitely think it's a human assisted device and not
I've
a
never seen a
human
human.
replacer.
I've never seen a human riding one.
I have.
Um,
I have.
like like since I rarely go out on downtown, I rarely see them. But I did see a whole like I seen the place where they stores them at the other day, and I seen like 10 of them just like going into like the back house, and they were all just filed. It was crazy because it was so like weird because I had never seen like so many. but they were just in like a single file line going into the back, and then they were going into like the U-Haul thing they keep them in, and it was just I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's
Anyway,
cool.
but anyway, back to I think that would be a good idea because I feel that we really need to fix a
We need
lot of
to clean
stuff.
up our mess, basically.
Yes.
Long
It,
story short, we need to clean up our mess.
Oh, and side note, you say you're doing calc too. I never understood algebra.
mm,
Like, both of y'all like math. I did statistics. I got an A in statistics, but because that's easy. But understanding anything to do with type of anything algebra, calculus, calc two, yeah, I know five shapes, and I'm okay with that.
I enjoy math.
See, unless it comes to counting money, I haven't done math since high school, okay? Like, and I
Okay,
just
math
got
elite.
good grades because that was the thing to do, you know? And I just like, I wouldn't say I love math, but I wouldn't say I hate it either. It's one of those where it's like, I know it's gonna get you through life, so might as well pay attention.
I love math. I enjoyed it. I think the hardest thing about learning math is that you learn it, like you learn its elementary basis, and then you're tested on like how to analyze it. So you ever heard of this learning style called Bloom's taxonomy?
Mm-mm.
So Bloom's taxonomy, and you can look it up on your own time, is basically like this triangle hierarchy of like learning. And the very bottom of it is like memory, right? So like if I told you to memorize this and you can do that, boom, like you've mastered the basic version of like what that is. And then the very top of that would be able to create. So if you can create something, then you can technically do everything below on that hierarchy. And the one thing about learning math is that you learn at such a lower base level, and then you're tested on the highest level. And then there's this huge gap. And I think that's where all the love and hate is, because you have to build yourself up. And that gets really difficult. So I feel you on that it's a
Because
love-hate relationship.
like I would enjoy like the weekly quizzes, you know, but like not necessarily the final exams or the quarterly exams, you know. I feel like that's where it's like they're testing you for sure on the difficult things versus those random pop quizzes. They're just checking to see what you know.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
like,
you
oh,
on
well, I got this.
You see, they're like going through school, try to understand 3A to the third plus sigma is like hard.
Yeah.
That was Greek to me.
Yeah.
But if you say Johnny is rolling a dice that is weighted, and what is the chance that if he rolls a dice that has a 0.3% chance, more chance to get a four, that he'll roll a nine? And I'm like, hey, I understand that. But trying to understand everything else is like,
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I
that's
think
why I'm just
the upper math classes like applied math and calculus don't really make sense until you put it into a scenario
Mm-hmm.
and level. If you just think that you're going to learn about like laws of nature, no, it's all math and it's all Greek equations. It's just numbers and
Oh, thank
Greek
you.
alphabet letters. And I didn't know that. So, but I'm glad I took that class because it got me to realize what I was learning in my calculus class. I was like, oh, this makes sense now. Irrigation is done. Like you do like an integral to understand the area of something. And if you understand the area, like the top of something, if you know understand what the top is, then you can find out the volume, you can move it and manipulate it. And it took me until after physics that I understood that. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's
Hmm.
cool.
let's see. And educated woman here, y'all.
Mm-hmm. That's
So how much
right.
longer do you have left?
How old am I?
Oh,
I said
I think he was going to ask how much
how
longer
much
you
how much
have
longer do
on
you have
your
left?
degree.
Oh, yes. I have about two. So I'll be transferring as a junior. So about a year and a half to 2 years left. And
Okay.
that's just for my bachelor's, to be honest. Like I joined porn to like make money to get my bachelor's, and then like the pandemic happened. I was enjoying my career, so I was like, oh, I'm good. Like I'm fuck that bachelor degree. I'm straight. And then 4 years go by, and then we have this huge testing change. And all the feud online, I don't know if you remember that, but when we went from having no swabs to swabs, that was like a December, that was like 2 Decembers ago, I believe, something like that. And it was just really inspiring watching everybody online kind of like have a frenzy about like why are we having what is MGen and like what are the testing protocols? Are the testing locations all testing the same thing? Or do we agree with these companies? Like there's just all this inquiry and like discussion, and it just re-sparked that flame of like curiosity and science and education all over for me again. So I just enrolled back into school and then just been like hitting, getting back on that horse. So it's been a
Okay.
fun ride.
Well, we'll see you.
So
We'll see you in
you
2 years when you graduate, and we cheering you on. Wear our little pom poms.
Thank you.
do you think that you'll be using part of your degree as well to educate yourself and maybe your peers on more of the testing process and more things about ecology? Or,
Absolutely. I actually see it more on. I've always wanted to, and this is like something that I definitely see happening. I love education. I think education should be like promoted. It should be promoted in all communities. And I definitely think like sex workers in general deserve education. And I've always wanted to host like my own private scholarship specifically just for sex workers to educate themselves, whether if it's just for college, cosmetology, you wanted to learn about testing, you wanted to learn more about how to do your taxes for business. Oh, well, here's a private scholarship. Like I've always wanted to participate in the community and like give back that way.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't see myself like using my degree specifically for it. I see myself promoting education and sex work.
Okay.
I see myself doing that.
Nice. Okay, so we have talked a lot about your educational background. So let's talk a little bit more about the spicy side of your life.
Yes.
So I guess part of your niche is that like schoolgirl next door, but what are some like fetishes that you do cater to?
Yeah, so I've always catered to the foot fetish community. I love feet. I personally am really into feet. And like yeah, boy feet, girl feet, trans feet. I like feet. Um, lately I've been into like gloves. I don't know, they just look really sexy, like furry gloves or like latex gloves. It's very into that. I've been doing like this anal vlog because I'm trying to like open my asshole up, and which is very difficult. Like if most okay, so most anal queens are like anal queens because like when they first started learning about their sexuality, they're immediately curious and interested in their butts. I didn't get interested into my butt until like much later in my adult life, like now, and that's okay. But I feel like a 26-year-old version trying to figure out how to play with her asshole. So I've been vlogging it, and so I have that going on. Yeah, it's all going on for my OnlyFans and for my mini vids. Those are my two main sites right now. So I like it. It's been fun.
Okay, so do you think that
Everybody
we'll
into
be
some
seeing
feet.
you nominated as an anal performer, or do you think
Oh
that's not
my,
something you're ready for
being in
yet?
this, I do not see myself being nominated as an anal performer when there are like hardcore anal queens out there. When I think of an anal performer, I think of a girl who, before the camera is even rolling, there's this massive butt plug in her ass with weights on it. Like that's what I think of when I think of an anal performer. I definitely think I'm too much of a virgin in the butt to think of myself that way. But maybe, who knows?
Maybe
Who
in a couple
knows?
years, after a
Who
little bit of
knows?
training, you might get there.
You're actually a really great anal performer. I've seen you take it up the ass. So it's like, yeah, like that, what you do and what other girls do is quite impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. I actually am planning actually this week on filming some more anal content. I do plan to release more because sometimes like we do pay attention and we don't pay attention to our fans. But I feel like recently I've been hearing that they want a lot of like throat training and like a lot more anal, especially gaping. But is there any requests that you've been getting a lot of recently that you'd like to explore?
Um, Not that I would like to explore, but I've been getting a lot of vor requests. And when I first started in the industry, I used to do, you'll do any scene because you're a brand new person trying to make a
Mhm.
name. And I didn't realize how deep the vor community was. And I used to do like vor. I used to get paid to do vor get like shoots. And now, 6 years later, I still get asked, and I'm like, oh, I don't do those. I just don't do them. I don't think I'll do them well.
Mhm.
So I get asked that a lot, and I hope people hear this and they're like, okay, good. She acknowledges it, but she's not gonna do that. So other than that, I get asked mainly for anal content right now, which is nice because I'm trying to like mentally keep myself. I get nervous. I think that's the biggest thing about anal is it's kind of nerve wracking. So it
Mhm.
makes me a little nervous. I'm not into pain, I've never been into pain. I don't do any like masochistic shoots or films or anything like that. So, uh, yeah. So, yeah, I just like, so the whole like stretching part makes me a little nervous. And I have to remind myself, it's okay, just relax. So I've been getting requests a lot of anal stuff. Do you like relax when you do anal? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that makes sense. Like when I come, like I'm a squeezer. I'm like a natural squeezer.
Mhm.
So again, anal is the complete opposite of that. So I'm trying to like break my like natural sexual tension by
Mhm.
trying to relax. And it's like, I can't relax because I'm so tight.
Well, I feel like that's one of the things that I do to push past it. Like, it kind of like one thing is obviously like the breathing techniques. You kind of think of it like yoga, like as a way to calm your body down. And another thing I do is like, I guess you can call it bearing down on it. So it's kind of like in a sense, your muscles, you're pushing out as you're trying to get things to go in and out, you know?
Oh, okay. I'll try that. I
Yeah.
literally have to do it later today. So I'm like, I'm gonna try that.
And
Tips from anal to anal. Thank you.
because I do obviously have to relax, but like when I come, I do like squeeze hard. But I feel like if you've already been building it up, it makes that like not so painful and it kind of gives you that pain pleasure, like a nice balance.
What type of lube do you like to use?
Um, I prefer silicone based usually because it'll last longer. But I generally try to tell people anything with aloe vera is probably your friend.
With aloe vera. Aloe vera. Oh,
Yeah. I
okay.
haven't seen any like silicone based aloe vera loops, but there is some very good water based aloe vera.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know.
like I prefer not to have anything numbing down there. Like
No.
I get it when you're trying to learn and stuff. If you're gonna do like a butt plug and your first few times, sure. But if you're gonna actually be going in and out, I would not recommend numbing.
No, no. Yeah. I think another challenge is the toys. Like most toys, especially nowadays, all the anal toys that are coming out are silicone and they
Mhm.
degrade. They degrade naturally, and
Yeah.
silicone is very porous. So it's like they're the worst material, in my opinion, to use in anal. And I want to find just glass and metal. If I can find glass and metal dilators, I think I'll be extremely happy in life. But I literally can't find any of them.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to find that link again.
Oh,
But
please
I
do.
bought like I think it was a set of like 10 or 12 glass butt plugs, and I think it was on Amazon. This was like
Okay.
I'd say 5, 6 years ago. But they all came in their own little individual boxes, but it's like all different sizes.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, you would think that like adult sex stores like would have great in-person merchandise, and they
Mm-hmm.
really don't, especially here in LA where, so many porn stars are here, and you would think that the adult stores would have what we would need and like and to our specifications, and they just aren't. And I'm like, oh, you would make so much money if you just cared about like who's ordering from here.
Mm-hmm.
Two
I feel
things.
like especially lately though, everyone's just been buying things online, especially their little sneakier items, things
Oh,
we may not
yes.
want to
Well,
be caught walking around with. They might just buy it online and just get a little discreet shipping.
I like going to the sex store. I think it's
Mhm.
sexy. I love walking around and going through the DVDs and looking at all the toys and seeing the outfits. Like, I love the whole experience of like entering in and like being like, oh, who's in here? What perv is in here at 2 p.m.? Like, ooh,
Mhm.
are you looking at the gay section? Ooh, like I love
Mhm.
it. Like, it's a whole like experience. And you're right. I guess people are buying stuff online, but they're missing out on the
Mhm. On
experience.
the
three
on
things.
the real in-world experience.
Yeah.
For
Three
sure.
things since I'm here. One, I know a lot of people, a lot of performers go to the sex stores just to see themselves on a box, but they also try to see how many boxes are still left of like their box that they're on. But no, in order for a lot of anal stuff,
Mhm.
you might got to go to a smaller sex store, like one that like looks like in the middle of the hill, because like a lot of them have random stuff like that, but they're not as big as like the Hustler store and all those other ones because those cater to a certain niche, and a lot of the smaller ones are like we know what you really want, and this is yeah. So just from what I've seen from
Absolutely see
smaller
that.
sex
Yeah.
toys. But side note, so my community, like our community, knows about my random box. What did you get out the box when you were here, or did you? Because you went to the box when you were here, didn't you? My box,
Me.
like yeah, you.
Oh,
When you were
I'm
at my
sorry.
when you were at my home, I said go to the box. Did you take anything
Oh
out?
yes, I did. I took there was this double penetrating toy. It was like a strap on, but for both girls, like one for the girl holding it, one for the girl above. I got that toy.
Because it was no, because it was
Ooh.
a few anal stuff in there. It was like
Oh,
a
but at that time I wasn't even interested.
oh.
I didn't get my curiosity in anal really didn't come hardcore until this year.
I gotta
That
see
was
what I have left in there. Because I know it was at least like four different like it's a box of like not the pump Sarah, but the beginning to like getting
the
more advanced anal
dilators.
yeah. And it was like one like I had like at least three of those in the box of just,
Yeah, definitely look at them for me. I'm looking specifically for like metal or glass though, because the dilators I have, I thought they were glass, but they're just clear silicone and they're eroding. They melt very
yeah,
easily after the first wash. So I just don't like that. And like they melt under like the silicone, like if the silicone grades don't match, they'll erode each other,
yeah.
trying to
Mhm.
like intertwine.
Because I know people were like, because I had
Yeah.
like a few of those 16-inch, yeah, 16 inches dildos, and people were taking a lot of those because they wanted to do more anal stuff. And I'm like, 16 inches is a lot.
Yeah, that's some
That's
Rebel Rider vibes.
I feel like for sizes like that, it tends to be more about the girth, at least for me, like, because I am not getting 16 inches in me. The most I've done is, well, I've done 13, so I guess I could get 2.
I am not getting
But
stitches in me, but
never
I've done
mind. I could
thrusting.
probably get that in there if I really tried. But I feel like what it really has to do is more about the girth more than anything. Because the bigger
Yes.
the size, the bigger the girth is.
And I'm working definitely, and I agree with you, Sarah. I'm working more with like the girth because, like, one, I'm doing this in the comfort of my home. I'm not on a set, so I'm not cleaning out. I'm just trying to open it up and try to keep it open enough to go back and forth because I can't even go back and forth. I'm just doing these circles because like it
Oh
won't
yeah.
penetrate. I'm just like, you know what? I'll circle this out. It's fine.
Mhm.
I'll come this way.
Well, since you're training, maybe one of the things you can do instead of doing the circle or the back and forth, just essentially just like masturbate like normal, pleasure yourself, and obviously have the try to get a dildo up in you, but just slowly push it in instead of going in and out. Just slowly push it in so you can take
Yeah.
more of it. That's how I first like started, especially with like the thicker ones. I just slowly take it more and more basically as I got more horny. And I just had like a big vibrator, like a wand or something on my.
I'll show you what I've been working with because I already have it
Ooh,
out.
yes. I want to see.
Now this is about 5 inches, I think.
Ooh,
This
okay.
is silicone. It's worked very well for now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super thick. It's like thinner than your like dildo. But I love the tip. It's rounded. It's cute. I wish I had more. Every time I
Yeah.
go to the store, they have like that one. And I'm like, okay, but
Yeah.
do you have like a few inches bigger? Do you have like a little bit girthier? I'm ready to go. Ooh.
You're ready to go higher.
I'm ready to go an entire a centimeter or two thicker. Like, yeah.
See, I would say it's time to upgrade to a dildo. Maybe just a smaller one, but a dildo similar to that, just a little thicker.
You don't like, okay, so the tip. Like, the tip doesn't scare you because it's kind of scary because, like, dildos on tips have all those, like, curves. Like,
All
that
the
part isn't
grooves and
scary.
everything. I mean, that's part of the pleasure, you know?
Okay.
Plus, once you've pushed in past that, like, you're good.
Okay.
And if you want, you can start just the tip. Play with just the first inch.
I told you, I was like, I become such a virgin. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I become so dim-witted when it comes to my butthole. So I love that I brought it up to you. And
Hmm.
maybe you're right. Maybe today I could be a big girl and do just tip.
Just the
Oh,
tip.
that's gonna be vlog number 4 right there. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. I actually have a toy that looks similar to that. It's technically a vibrator, but like the thickness of it, it's more of that like PVC style like material, like
Mhm.
that kind of silicone. And when I first started, I was using that one a lot. I think I might still have it actually. So I'll send you a pic of it later.
Yeah, definitely. That would be really nice. Thank you.
And it's pink too. It's the same color pink as yours.
Hot pink.
Hot pink. What's with us putting hot pink in our buttholes?
Yeah, it's just a pink tax. Like, I think guys just think that we like pink stuff. But speaking of toys, I would totally, like, if I wasn't in school, I would definitely invest my time into building toys because, like, I'm a solution solver. So to me, I'm like, oh, I want metal and glass anal dilators. There are none. I know if I want them, I can only imagine anal queens want them too. I know how, and like, and you would make them right. Like, you can make them with like for an example, when you're like holding it, but your hands all like wet, so it's just sliding. Like, if
Yeah.
it's made out of glass, you can have like beads so that you can grip onto it easier with your fingers. Like, you can
Yeah.
add all these real things that performers would prefer with their toys rather than just like these basic models like
I
this. Like, how am I supposed to grab this? Other like if this wasn't
Yeah.
this thick, like how are you gonna grab that? So
Imagine like a little sword handle.
Yeah, you see? You would
Right?
make some really great toys.
Thank you. I
See,
have the imagination for it.
I do
Hell yeah,
know,
that's something I would totally do with
I
my
do
free
know
time.
that some people like that do anal like it to bend because sometimes their booty hole, isn't straight. So if it's glass or metal, it doesn't have that little bend function, and that's what they
That's
prefer because you know I don't.
no, I get it. Like for example, on the times that I'm doing it like on like a mirror and you just kind of you're putting it down, you want it to kind of bend a little bit so you can write it or whatever. I get that. I mean, when
I
you
agree.
put it in, it needs to bend a little.
And like, you ever see like you smoke, so you know how you buy these really pretty like glass bongs and bowls and stuff? Fucking those are handmade by somebody, right? Imagine if you had those pretty designs in your glass butt plug. Cause it's
That would
like
be
those people are
awesome.
they're glass blowers. Like all they do is just
Mhm.
blow and bend glass. They would be great for building glass butt plugs.
I'm
I wonder
sorry.
if we can
I
just
just thought of $1 million idea.
yeah.
If like, and this is for guy performers, if they sold their dicks as pipes or bongs, and like people,
That'd be pretty cool. I'd smoke out of it.
I
Hmm.
mean, and like, could you imagine someone like smoking a dread, smoking a dread?
That'd be lit.
Sorry.
That's actually a really cool idea.
Hmm. That'd be pretty awesome.
Anyway,
Not even gonna
that just
lie.
came to my brain. I apologize. And the other thing you said was feet, and I don't like feet. I'm
He
the I'm one of the
does
anti.
not like feet.
A lot
I
of people
am
I feel like don't like feet, but me,
I'm a
like every guy that
Yeah.
I've
I have
been
a
with,
foot phobia.
I've had to get them into feet.
Hmm.
No, the
I mean, we did do a foot fetish video together. Actually, I think we did two, or was
I
it
believe
three?
so. I know we've done one, which I love that video. It's done so well in my opinion.
Mhm.
There's something I
Um,
want to say I can't say because I'm on camera, but I'll say it all later.
I know we did one at your place, and we did that one at the B&B where we got our nails done. Those
yes.
two were so much fun. Honestly, I not that I haven't done it before, but like I feel like no one sucked my toes and like licked my feet the way you have. You know, and you do that like eye contact too. You're just like right here, just sucking on it, like basically making love to them, you know.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
It's funny. In my personal life, if
Mhm.
we're fucking and you're a guy and like I'm in like reverse cowgirl and I
Mhm.
cause in reverse cow you see their feet, right? I'll grab you by your ankles and so I can stare at your feet while I just like go like that.
Oh my
I'm like, I got a view, you got a view. Oh, it's good.
god. Right?
And
You're
then
like,
I like touch them.
See, Maya, I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody once upon a time in my life, while I was, fully happy, try to give me a foot job, and my happiness just went to sleep. It
it was
just
like, no,
No.
no, thank
it was like,
you.
no, that's
He was just not having it. He was like, no, nope.
unlike my good friend who his first time doing it was on a podcast, and he was just like, and you just see like that new kink unlocked. But no, like I am so anti anything feet. It's just super cringe. But somebody is trying to get me into it right now, and they're really really trying right now. But it's like this is so this is so cringe to me, like all the way cringe.
Lately, I've been into getting like my titties sucked. I don't like I feel like my tits are quite bigger now.
They look
And
bigger.
huh?
Bigger last time I sucked on them.
Well, I'm wearing a bra right now, but they're still quite big. They're doing very nice. They're C's now. When I started in the industry, I started with a B cup, and I'm like a C going into a D. So I've like naturally and very nicely like went up a size, which is good. But lately, yeah, just like getting my nip, like I'm talking like you gotta squeeze it like that, like full blown, like squeeze it all on the side and pop it in your mouth, type like yeah, like a suck, like really, really into that right now. So
I love that.
See,
More
I'm
of
like
too.
like,
nipples aren't getting enough credit nowadays. Yeah, and I do it to guys too. Like I'll suck your nipple too, and like I'll like lick and suck your nipple, like jerk you, and then like work my way down. I'm really into foreplay right now. Like the whole like kissing and licking the body. Like I'm into that right now.
See, I'm really, really into sucking titties. Like, yeah, like this is not me proposing to you, but like I said a lot on here that I love all titties from the smallest of an A cup to however big you can go, whatever. And then between sucking them and having sex with them, it's only so much dick for some people, like the bigger you go. But I love sucking titties. Like I said on here before, like I'm kind of asexual, but like if someone just lets me suck on their titty for a little bit, that's all I need, and then I'm happy. I can go to sleep.
I made Cali Caliente nuts so hard from sucking on her titties because that's her. That's how she can come. She said, "I can just come from you licking my titties." I was like, "Bet, bet."
like, let's try this.
Yeah, I've never. Well,
Put it to a test.
Cali Caliente is another great, great performer. Love
oh,
her.
that's my homegirl. I've known Callie since a long time.
Oh yeah, no, true legend. Yeah,
Mm,
I think there's a lot of living legends right now, which is really great, and I hope
right?
everybody gets their flowers. Truly.
That reminds me though, we did do a super sexy VR scene that one time.
Yes,
The
I
three
think
of us.
that was like my first time shooting with Callie. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she came so hard. We had to stop shooting. We had to stop. We
Yes.
had to take a time out.
Yeah. Yeah. She literally like knocked me off the bench as she fell off.
Yes.
I remember I ended up like scraping like the back of my hip bone.
Oh, I didn't know
Remember that
that.
time I needed like a band-aid, so we just like put it in the back of my hip and just kind of kept going.
That's right.
It was so fucking hard. Like it if you haven't seen any of our videos, I recommend that one. Recommend
Yes, that one.
that
Yeah,
scene.
that was our VR scene, and we're in the girls' locker room. We're in like
Yeah.
the locker room. Fucking, I think that's Oliver.
Yeah, we were some like skater girls.
Yeah, it was really hot. That was really hot.
Uh-huh.
I think that company in general, like that production team, I think just makes really good porn too. Like they got their colors down packed really well.
I think it was like Powerpuff Girl colors.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Absolutely. It was so hot. Like when I think back on like some of my most memorable scenes, I think of that one. Like that is one of them.
That is that. I really appreciate you saying that. I think that kind of made my day, Sarah. I think your scenes are amazing, and I love that you have so many. So I love that you love that one. When I think of like a really impactful scene, I kind of think about a lot of my amateur stuff, to be honest, like my Florida pro am. So we're talking like Alex Adams. We're talking about like Corey Chase and her husband's production team. Some of those are like a lot of my core favorite memories. Just because those blew up, I think, almost better than any of my production stuff. Like my I have like I get stuck under Corey Chase husband's bed. And that scene is screenshotted. So 50, you know 50 Cent. 50 Cent and Madonna kept beefing during the pandemic because you know how he is.
Yeah.
He's such a bully. And he was just like, oh, look at all these versions online. And my porno was a screenshot that he used in his argument against her. And
Oh,
I was like, oh fuck yeah. I was like, oh, so 50 Cent watching my porn? Like,
sweet. You're on his algorithm.
so I love that scene for like that iconic moment afterwards. I like my penthouse scenes. I recently did a scene for all all black X.
Mhm.
I did that scene for my birthday last year. Sorry, this girl, I just saw somebody in the window. I was like, what the hell did you do? I did that scene for my birthday last year, and that was really good. Just because I love that outfit. She was like, "Did you wear this outfit anywhere?" I was like, "No, I just bought it 2 days ago." She's like, "I'm gonna buy this outfit off of you right now to make sure you never wear it ever again." She's like, "I never want to see you post a picture." She's like, "You took any pictures?" I was like, "No, I totally did." I was like, "No, I didn't take any pictures." She's like, "Good, I'm buying this off of you." And she bought my outfit right there on set. And I was like, wow, it was brand new. I literally only wore it once, ever. I
I
don't know if
love
it'll
that.
ever be
I
worn
like
again.
that the outfit's so much more exclusive when you have them like that.
Yeah, yeah. It was really dope. It was my first time having like a really pervy, like female director because she was like a pervert. And not like towards me, but like towards the
Like,
male talent, which was
yeah.
really funny because I was just like, is she gonna fuck him? Are we gonna switch roles? Because like
Like, I can hold the camera.
I can
I
hold
can
this
do
camera for you, baby girl. It's my birthday, but you can have it. Like, it's fine.
right?
But
No
it was
cock
really good.
blocking here. You can borrow him after I'm done.
But it was really good. Like I
So,
love those scenes.
so I have a quick question because we ask it sometimes. So, what's the craziest, funniest, or whatever thing you think has ever happened to you on set?
I'm pretty chill. I'm a very chill girl. Um, I shot a scene with this girl who has only been in the industry for like 6 months, and she was like, "I've never shot a scene with like most porn girls." I'm like trying to figure out how do I want to say this. Most porn girls are super girly. We're super clean. We like to have our hands washed. We don't really eat while we're on set, so our mouth stays clean. There's all these little steps that we've like considered over time. And this girl, and I don't know if it's because she was new or not, but she just didn't do any of that. And she ate like the moment that we got to set to like the end of the day, which was a long day for no reason. She ate the entire time. Like she ate so much food that she fell in a food coma mid scene, fell asleep while they were switching the lights, completely passes out for like 20 minutes. And I have to tell, and the director's like, "Where's the other girl?" I'm like, "Oh, she's sleeping." And she has like Cheeto. I'm talking like there are Dorito puffs, like cheese on her fingers, passed out with the phone still on TikTok on the couch. Like I'm not giving enough details. This woman was eating, not brushing her teeth the entire time. I'm like, "Hey, we're about to make out.
Weird.
You want to brush your teeth?" "No, no, because I'm gonna eat right after the scene." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I'll just eat the Doritos out of your mouth. That's fine." Like,
Right? Like,
so that's
at
probably
least
like
mouthwash. At least mouthwash. Like bare minimum. I've done it before where I've forgotten my toothpaste and I brush my teeth with mouthwash. Like
no, yeah, no, everything was there
something.
available for her. She just, I was like, oh, like, it was my first time that I was like, I hope, no, this is my second time because I've been with you for my first time, but this is the second time that I felt to myself, I hope you don't make it in the industry because, like, I would never want to see you again.
You're
And
not.
that was the second time that I've ever felt that way towards a performer.
Yeah, and I remember that first time. That was rough. That was so rough.
And we could say that was a crazy day too.
Yeah.
Um, Short thing for you, Rasta. Me and Sarah had a scene with another girl, and the other girl, and like me and Sarah, we've been friends for years. We were like staying near each other at the time. Like we came there together, we were leaving together, and we decided to share each other's socks so that we had like she had a colored sock on, I got colored socks on, so it gave more vibrance to the scene. And
Mhm.
we asked the other girl, and we're like, "Hey, would you like a pair of colored socks?" And she's like, "Ew, no. Why would I share socks with you? That's disgusting." And we're like, we're about to fuck you. Like, we're about to share saliva,
Each
pussy,
other.
dick.
He's like, come on.
And not only that, but these are clean socks. Like, there's a washer. We wash our clothes. Like, and we're just like, oh, okay. I hope I never have to see you again after that. She made the days just so tough on just little things like that. And we're like, wow, I never want to
Yes.
meet you again.
And for the picky people, mind you, for the picky people, this was a newer pair of socks too, because periodically I will buy sets of like 12 like socks that have like 12 pairs that have no name, no logo, no branding, and it's just different colors.
Yeah,
I
like the
had only
socks I wear
worn
on
them
set,
once,
the
then
socks I
one.
wear on set, I'm not wearing in my real life because they're gonna get dirty. Like the clothes you wear on set are clean clothes. Like you only wear them once, put them in the wash, and you put them back on the hanger until they go back in your suitcase. So
Mm-hmm.
it was, yeah, and that was like what her. That was like her maybe her first. I think that was still her first month ever
Yeah,
in
it
industry.
was her first month definitely on set. But
Yeah,
mind you, that's what I'm saying for the picky people. Those socks had only been worn once before that, and they were freshly washed too. There was not even the actual like foot mark underneath. You know, that's how fresh they were. Like I wore them on set once, and I was like, okay, if they looked dirty in the bottom, I'd be more understandable. Like, okay, where'd you get them? But these were brand new socks, like like no feet marks or anything. And I was like, all right, I feel like she's just trying to be picky for no reason, trying to find
no,
something bougie about.
she was very difficult. Like another thing that happened within the same time span, me and you were doing our makeup, touching up our makeup in the bathroom, making sure our eyelashes and our lips look great. And she's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" We're touching up our makeup. Like, do you want to come in here? We can make some room so you can touch up your makeup. And she's like, "Oh, I'm not wearing any makeup. I just look like this." And then not even 5 minutes later, the director is like, "Hey, could you guys convince the new girl to put some makeup on?" And I remember that and remember laughing like, "Oh, she doesn't wear makeup. She just looks like that. She's too good for it."
Yeah.
It was a funny day, but I never saw her again, and thank goodness. But she
Yeah,
sits in my
no.
memory. She got
Mhm.
there. She's up here.
Yeah, I think the producer even had to like tell her to shower. I feel like didn't he have to kind of convince her to shower too to rinse off before the scene?
Yeah, no,
It,
yeah,
it was
she
quite
was
a
weird.
few things going on, but I was just like, oh my goodness
I'm sorry, it
gracious.
reminds me of somebody else, but I'm not gonna say no names.
Right, no names, but honestly, with some people, it's just one thing after the other. And I feel like those scenes are the ones that really bring the acting skills out in us.
Oh,
Mm.
this that
I feel
person,
like,
the person I thought of was still shoots. So just yeah.
mhm.
Ah,
You
thank
know,
you.
that's when we're like, damn, I'm a really good actor.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
You guys also asked like what I said about like funnest shoots. I
Mhm.
have like a 13 cum shot blow bank. No,
Ooh.
glory hole. Sorry, I don't know
Yeah.
why I'm doing this, but glory hole, and I loved it. It was so fun. I have no idea who was involved. I only know at least one person, Scotty P. I don't know who the 12 other people were. But it was really fun. I loved it. So many dicks, so many different smells, sizes, cum shots,
Mhm.
taste, which is a very like filthy scene. Like
Mhm.
I'm wearing like a full blown, I'm wearing a sweatsuit, believe it or not. Like I'm wearing like sweats, a matching sweatsuit top, and like sneakers. And there's so much spit, and I'm wearing in a sweatsuit that I'm sliding around. Like so much spit, even through my clothes, I'm just still sliding around. Like to the point that I take my clothes off because they're just drenched in like saliva. It was
Dang.
so fun. I loved it. It was super like messy, dirty. I ended up I almost threw up on my way back. So boom, you fly to LA, you fly to Las Vegas. All I had was like a yogurt and a coffee drink. Thank goodness that's all I had. Because I ended up you're supposed to do about 10 and they bring extras just in case no one shows up. Everybody showed up. So they're like, oh, we actually have 13. I was like, oh, add it on. Did it all. As soon as you're done, you shower up and then you just leave to go back on your flight. So it's like literally like 8 hour day. And I didn't eat anything other than yogurt and cum and coffee. So I'm in my Uber and I was like, oh, I suddenly just feel and smell and taste all these cums, and I was like, oh, I need to eat some bread right now before I throw up cum all in this guy's Uber. But it just felt so good because I'm like at the airport, belly full of cum, sandwich in the hand, and I'm like, yeah.
Right? You feel like a proud porn star. You're like, that's right, I fucking did that.
I did that.
Yeah, I remember seeing
You're
a
like,
video of you saying that that's what you really wanted. Like when you said all different cultures and everything that you wanted, like just a whole bunch of people just around in a circle. So
Yeah, so I've always wanted to be like blow bang Pataki. I love cum. I want to get drizzled. And I've always wanted to do like a blow bang where the guys are kind of like in a horseshoe shape. And then like the camera's right there. So it's like a
mhm.
U and then the camera. And then I'm on like a stool, like a rolling stool with no back, naked or like slutty outfit, whatever. And I'm just getting pushed in between the guys. And they're just like shoving dicks in my mouth and my face. And like they're pushing me, and then like he'll come on my face and he just pushes me to the next guy, suck and get cummed on, and I just get pushed around. And it just like it seems so overstimulating, and I love that. Like it sounds so nice.
Yeah, I love those days where you're just with the flow. You don't have to think about anything. They turn you. You're just like, just give it. Just put it in my mouth and
Yes, like
kind of
slut
do
me
it.
out. I want to slut me out, blow bang, and
Yeah.
then yeah, and then like another set comes in, and I'm just like covered in cum, and like another like five guys come in. They're like, "Is your pussy ready?" I'm like, "Oh,
Oh
more,
my
more,"
gosh. Right? You're just he
and then
just
I get fucked. Sounds so good.
yes. Oh, I love that idea.
Thank you.
Covered.
I've had this idea like my whole career, and I'm just like waiting for the right person to hear it and be like, you know, Maya, I'm gonna let your dreams come true. You know?
I
Mm-hmm.
have a question then. Because you said you've been in for 6 years, so you've been around the block a little bit. But who are your top five people that you have not worked with that you want to work with?
Top five that I would love to work with. Luna Star. I've been an extra on her set many times, and I've always wanted to work with Luna. We were cool friends. We were cool peeps. So definitely Luna. Um, oh wow, a whole top five. I would love to work with Dread. Not, I couldn't like. It's a huge commitment. I would love to work with Dread though. I would love to do that. That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
So Luna Star, Dread. I would love to work with uh, Jason. I can't think of his last name right now. But he has the tattoo in the middle. His name is Jason. Big
Don't know.
guy. Big guy. He shoots a lot for yeah.
I feel like I know who you're talking about, and I
Yeah,
want
I
to
just can't
say
think of his
Jason
last name.
Love, but I don't know. I don't think that's who it
It's not
is.
Jason Love.
No. Jason Long?
No, I
Snow?
think it is. I think it is
I don't
Jason
know.
Love. I don't know.
Oh.
But I would shoot with them. I would love to shoot. That's basically it. Riley Reid doesn't shoot anymore. We'd love to shoot with Riley Reid, but we don't make the same things. Content wise, honestly, I like shooting with people who look like me. Like I love shooting with people who look like me, or who makes like fun content. I've noticed that I've been like, yeah, like I'm kind of am picky about who I shoot with, and right now, I've filmed. Okay, so right now I've filmed so much content that I have enough until like next year, maybe even past next year. So it's like I have so much that I haven't even been thinking about who I want to film with because I'm quite happy with the catalog I have right now.
Hmm. That's
But
pretty
those
So
three for sure: Luna Star, Jason. Who else did I say?
you said Luna Star, Jason Love, and
good.
in
Dread.
dread. Yeah, I've always, yeah, that
Two
thing
more.
is just like, you've done it. I think you've done it twice.
Dread, no.
You've never worked with dread?
I worked with McConaughey Man and Richard Man.
Richard,
That's
man, that's somebody I would work with.
yeah.
He seems like he makes fun stuff.
Mhm.
But he also seems like he's getting his age. It also seems like his age is catching up with him. And that's another thing. Like I feel like a lot of the male talents that I would love to work with, I feel like their age is catching up with them. Um,
Gotta
which
get
isn't
a
like,
before
huh?
gotta get a scene in quick.
Yeah, like I'm happy I got to shoot with Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn is an amazing performer. He's so amazing. Like that's like when I was fucking him, I was like, I'm fucking Wolverine right now. Like that's all I kept saying in my head. Like I was like
Oh my god.
touching his muscles, and I was just like, wow. Like I could.
I feel like this
So
is
Yeah, because
wow.
I think Richard Man is like 59 or 60 right now.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's up there for performing. It is like
Mhm.
I'm glad everything still works, but not every day is going to be your prime day. Um,
Mhm.
do I feel like are there any male performers right now that are killing it? I think there's a lot of rising stars, but do I see anybody right now that's just like, oh my gosh, that hasn't already been here? No.
Mhm.
I see a lot of rising
Yeah.
stars. I see a lot of already made stars that are just keeping their brands going. I don't see any, when it comes to male talent, I don't see anybody that's like, oh my gosh, wow. You know,
And the fact that
Mhm.
I don't watch boy girl content. I
what do
can't.
you watch?
I
Oh
only watch.
girl.
I watch girl. I watch girl
Know him.
solo, and I watch girl and machine.
Hey, I love
I
that.
like,
I make a lot of girl. I make a lot of girl content. It's one of my
yeah,
top selling
and it's
categories.
like the thing is like, you know, I don't like. I think it's like I watch like things I've seen because I've edited a lot of porn. It's like if I watch a boy girl thingy, I'm comparing. There are
Mm.
some performers that I might be able to beat out, length and girth wise. And then there's a lot of people that like we say, you know what? I can't do that for you. Like I can't give you a dread. I can't make you scream like that. I like sorry, you know.
No, it's like, and I feel like, and you gotta remember, like, porn is entertainment. Like, it's supposed to
Yeah.
be entertaining. Like, I don't want that in my personal life every day. Like, I love a boyfriend dick. Like, and some guys don't like the term boyfriend dick because they're like, oh, like, what is that supposed to mean? But like, it's the best. Like, that's the best title. Like it's something you would want every day. Like, you don't drink a fucking caffeinated monster drink with Red Bull, and like you don't drink this crazy concoction of energy drink every day. Like that would be crazy. But you can drink your Starbucks coffee every day and be fine.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
That's
what I'm saying.
true.
Like, yeah,
So
I have boyfriend dick. I can't give you a dread, and so that's why I can't watch boy girl because I'm comparing. Like,
yeah.
because I know, like, even VR, you're looking through the lenses or whatever, and you look down, you still see that person's dick, and then you see a white dick and I'm black, and
Mhm.
like I'm like, okay, this is doesn't look right. This is no, this isn't mine. So it's like it's that whole mindset comparison thing of mine, whatever. So that's
Yeah.
something like, and then yeah, looking at another man's dick doesn't turn me on either. So him, like, 'cause, they do that close up picture of like them hitting the girl. It's like I see more of your dick than her pussy. Not, I'm not into that. But when it comes, like, I love girl content. That's girl or girl machine, like, and girl solos. I love that type of crap. So I'll be more inclined to purchase that than a dick.
100%. I love filming girl on girl. It's one of my biggest categories. I love that. One of my favorites that I dropped this year is probably me and Hazel Grace, because she's just so fun. It
Mhm.
was just so fun, and she's so beautiful.
I just hung out with her last week. She's so fucking awesome.
Another person I would love to shoot with would be Liv Revamp. Liv Revamp is so amazing. She's beautiful. freaky little thing. And yeah, I would add that to my
You haven't
list
worked
as
with
well.
Liv yet?
No, it's funny because we have filmed for each other. We're great friends. I hang out at her
Mhm.
house, but we've just never been able to fuck. And it happens. Like, it took me, I think, a while to fuck Sarah. It just happens. Like, sometimes you build a friendship first, and then, like, you're such good friends that you don't really think about working with each other.
Yep,
After this
for real.
podcast, I'm gonna tell you something that you text me. But yeah. Yeah, that one should be able to happen. Like she lives, because she lives right next to me. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh
But
wow.
anyways, on another note though, like what you were talking about earlier, Rostar, this is also like I love variety. And so for the fans that do have those little quirks in mind, like I know Maya does this too, but we really do have variety in the things that we film, the people that we film with, and the shapes and sizes and even ages of people that we film with. You know,
Yeah.
like we've had all different colors, ethnicities, sizes. Like we've had some really small cocks, some really large cocks. Like there's so much variety in this world, and we've kind of explored quite a bit.
Yeah, and I like that. Like, like that's one thing that porn is diverse. I don't care what people say.
Mhm,
It's up you just gotta find it, unfortunately.
mhm.
It's a whole world out there and it's all being recorded, so
Exactly. You just have to really search for what you're looking for.
yeah, and if it's not out there, hey, you can put it out there.
Hmm.
So
Or you can request it from your favorite creators too, you know?
yes, I love taking custom videos. That's what these AO videos are for. They're actually for my customs. And I love them. I love doing them. I love doing live shows. I like making people feel like their fantasies are real and you deserve
Yeah,
to fantasize and you deserve to see it. Like,
absolutely.
May I
it's
ask,
big.
what do you have coming? Like, well, again, this comes out in August. What do you have coming out soon that, or just recently, that all your fans look for? Like, look for.
So in September is my birthday month. So I'll be dropping a lot of like content that I want to see. But also September is Hispanic Heritage Month. So I'll be dropping like Latin only performers and celebrating my birthday. August, I'll be moving, which is really exciting. So I have a bunch of scenes from like when I first moved into my apartment, when I didn't, when I'm moving out, I just like my moving scenes are like, I like every month on my OnlyFans, it's like a different theme.
Hmm.
Right now it's summertime vibes, so it's like a lot of bikinis, outside stuff, like very bright colored clothing. And then in August I'm moving, so it's gonna have like a lot of like moving aspects. Oh, can you help me, neighbor? I need your help.
Ooh, fuck yes. That'll
Or
be
like,
fun.
wow, packing all my sex toys is making me so horny. Or like my maid scenes, I like maid scenes. So kind of like home vibes for August. I'm more excited for September because it's my birthday.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah. Honestly, both of them sound good. Because that role play scenario, one with neighbors, and two, that whole moving aspect. I know people will love that.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I think it's hot. Like, I did a scene where I get fucked in my fridge and like the camera's in the fridge. So you
Hmm.
see like so I'm like getting fucked against the like fridge door and I love stuff like that. Like
Sounds hot. One of those, oh, I came to the fridge to find a snack, but the only thing I could find was me.
yeah,
One of
baby.
those. Oh, I love that.
There's not a lot of kitchen porn out there. Bring the kitchen
Mm,
porn back.
that's true.
Bring closet porn back. I got fucked in my closet like earlier this year or the end of last year. I was like finding clothes. I had this big clothing mount on the bottom of my closet floor from like me just throwing my clean clothes in there. And I'm like going through, trying to find a shirt and naked, sexy bodies up in the air from taking a shower. And I just get like fucked right there in my closet. He just comes in. He's like, "Oh, you're naked." And I was
Yeah.
just like, "Oh, wow." And now there's cum all over my clean clothes. Thank you.
I
um,
at my
so
old
bring the
my
closet porn
old
back.
house before I moved, because you came by my house when I got my new place. But my old house, the very first thing that was shot there was in my kitchen. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. It
literally.
was a Thanksgiving kind of thing.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it was.
Mm.
It was the first time I let people shoot at my house. Cause
And they're like in your kitchen.
yeah, it was in the kitchen. It was just like because she had came over my house to like learn how to play a video game. And while she was there, she's like, Raw, you gotta let me shoot in your kitchen. I love your floor. I was like, okay. Yeah, and then
That's
she
random, but all right.
yeah, because she just wanted to do a scene with my floor like in the visual. And it was a checkered floor. And she did a scene in there, and that was the straw that ended up having too much sex at my old place.
Fuck yeah, that's right. After that, we broke
Rephrase
the
this.
whole
A
house.
lot of porn sex at my house. Not
Well,
saying
because
about
like sometimes we don't want to film at our own house. So we just hit up Star when we're in LA and we're just like, hey, can we film a little something, something there?
Yeah, baby.
Perfect.
yeah. Well, this house has been like this house I live in now. The
Mhm.
kitchen, the living room, the little cubby area, and the pool house, and
I
both
love
spare rooms have been violated already.
that. And I know you love it. You love the
Like,
idea of it. I just gotta get some more girls to come let me do them at your place.
like
You can do me at his
Every
place.
room. That's the goal. Some girl content in every room at his house. His wet dream.
the thing
Well,
is,
what's guys' version of a wet dream?
the crazy thing is in both my spare rooms that was boy girl content. It was like I only recorded one of them, but and I've only recorded one. That's a whole different story of someone new getting into porn, making me be the videographer. Anyway, I was going to say to you, my train of thought is all the way gone now.
That's okay.
Either way, I think we've gotten to the end of the
Yeah.
show.
So, where can everybody find you, get your content, purchase everything you're doing? Yeah, all the stuff you had, like anything else, like where can everybody find you?
Yeah, so you can definitely find me at myfarrell.com. You can get all my links and socials there. My Instagram is the real underscore my Farrell, and my Twitter or X is my Farrell real. So those are different usernames. But yeah, myfarrell.com. You can catch my OnlyFans and my mini vids there. I do plan on posting more on the tube sites, but I also know that they're not accessible everywhere. So I've been trying to figure out how can I make my point a little bit more accessible to people in other states. So hopefully some of your fans might respond back and say, "Oh, well, this is what I think is a good idea." And you can tell me about that. So really excited for the future.
Yeah, and the thought just came back. I was gonna ask Maya what does she do for fun outside of
Oh,
porn, but
I
and I,
love to skateboard. I love skateboarding. I skated yesterday. I love skateboarding. I've been doing it since I was a teenager. I go to Tampa every year to the skate contest, Tampa Pro. Love it. School, still skate. I like to skate. I like to do puzzles, and I love to read. Those are about my main three things. I can't wait to the day that I own one of those like standing jet skis and get into the jet
Ooh.
skis because I definitely think I'm a jet ski girly. I just don't have a jet ski. And like, I think I deserve a jet ski.
I get that. Should add it to your wish list.
Yeah. I think that
Oh,
should be my
God,
hobby. I just don't have one to make it a hobby. But
I get it. Or the beach access for one, even the
Well, I'm moving to Santa Barbara next month, right? So that's why August is like, oh, we're moving because I'm literally moving, and yeah. So maybe one day you might get a phone. You might see me on a jet ski and be like, "Is that hers?" Maybe.
Right. Someone get her a jet ski so she can jet through Santa Barbara.
Yes, yes, please, please. Don't you want to see my titties jiggle on a jet ski? Jet ski.
Yes. Jet ski titties.
Y'all are
Yes.
hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Sarah, real quick, where can I find you?
You guys can find me on iamsarahlease.com. All of my links and my social medias will be on there.
We are the Burbank Misfits on Instagram, Burbank Misfits on Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky. I'm Rawstar, Rawstarr on Instagram and on the Twitter. Um, Miss, thanks for coming on again. You are a joy, a pleasure. I look forward to all the great things you're about to do in the future too, and get like before you get all your awards doing the anal that you don't see right now, and and we will see you all, everybody, next week. Be well, stay blessed, and stay amazing.